Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Soharan Tovim. Welcome to the session. I'm delighted to be here. First of all, we are recording this session, so I think there's people that are not able to make it from the registration list, and we normally email the recordings out to them as well for those who weren't able to make it. Let me introduce everyone to you. We're super excited to be co-hosting this webinar info session with the Israel Students Authority for the very first time. So I'm David. I'm from the Lowy International School here at Tel Aviv University. We are the hub for most English taught international programs here at Tel Aviv University. I'm also joined by my colleague Kate. I can see you there. Hi, Kate, who heads up the MA in TESOL, teaching English to speakers of other languages. And also our esteemed co-hosts. We're delighted to work with you on this event. We have Shoshi and Avital from the Students Authority. Hi, Shoshi. Hi, Avital.
Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Great to have you both here. So I thought just to run through the schedule for today, I think Shoshi or Avital will begin and they'll have a slide deck and they'll go through what they do and they'll update you on everything that you need to know. I will then give you a brief 5-10 minute overview of the Lowy International School, Tel Aviv University, student life, etc. And then we'll present the two relevant programs to you. One is the BA in Management and Liberal Arts. Louise Hyatt is the director. Unfortunately, she wasn't able to come today, so I'm going to be stepping in for her and present her program. And then we have Kate, who will present the TESOL, the MA program in TESOL. So one undergraduate and one graduate program. And then obviously any Q&A sessions as well. I've blocked off the next 45 minutes to 1 hour, so we're here to answer any questions that anybody has. If you guys can just mute yourself just so we don't hear all the conversations. Thank you. Wonderful. So Avital, I'll be starting with you.
Sure. So I'll just share my screen. Moment. Okay, so hi everyone. I'm really happy to be here and to be joined by all of you. And thank you to David and the staff at Tel Aviv University for having us and co-hosting this webinar with us. So I'll go through a little bit about what the Israel Student Authority Assistance is and a little bit about how the whole process works with these academic integration programs. So my name is Avital Feldman. I'm the head of the English speakers desk at the Israel Student Authority, and we deal with Olim who want to study for a degree in Israel. And Shoshi is here as well. She's the head of the Tel Aviv branch of the Israel Student Authority. So just to say that the two programs that we're working with Tel Aviv University, the Lowy International School, are the BA in Management and Liberal Arts and Master of Arts in Teaching, English to speakers of another language, TESOL. And as David said, they'll go into more details soon. I will say that these programs are programs that will really open a door into the Israeli job market. They're very much, there's a very big demand for English teachers in Israel, and the management and liberal arts program will also give you a lot of tools and skills that will help you in the future here in Israel. A little bit about why choose specifically an academic integration program. So these programs are special. The way we envision them, the way they're going to be, is that you start studying in English, and then as you go through the program, you gain credits in order to join the Hebrew program. That way, we also know that when you start studying in English, it's maybe more of a comfort zone, and it might be a little easier, and then you'll be able to integrate into the Hebrew academic programs offered. Also, as part of the program, set in the program, you'll be learning Hebrew, the Hebrew language, in Ulpan courses that are really set. So you don't need to jump from Ulpan to Ulpan. and try to figure out where you can study Hebrew that will get you either to the exemption from Hebrew classes, or if you want to get more Hebrew before you want to study. So here you don't need to do that. You can just come and join the program and study Hebrew as part of the program. And we will do, for those who are interested in these programs, you'll be able to join the Hebrew Upan in your level. And you'll be able to graduate with a degree and a high level in Hebrew that will help you in the Israeli job market. So a little bit about how the Hebrew Upan courses are going to work in these programs. So for the bachelor's in liberal arts and management, you'll be able to do Hebrew Upan courses during the first year, up to 500 hours, and advanced 2 Upan levels, so 2 levels of Hebrew. And in the master's degree, you'll be able to study Hebrew during the first and second year. So you'll learn in English, but also have Hebrew classes where you'll learn the language. And you'll be able to get to an exemption level after those 2 years. Another thing that's very special about this program is that conditioned on your date of Aliyah and eligibility, you'll be able to receive subsidized housing or dorms, which in Tel Aviv is very needed. We can really help you with that. So if you're interested in these programs, you should be in touch with us to find out a little bit more about this eligibility, especially if those of you who haven't made Aliyah yet and you're making Aliyah after March 1st, be in touch with us so that we can tell you a little bit more about this benefit. We want to make sure that our assistance doesn't end with tuition assistance. So if you're eligible, I'll tell you a little bit more about eligibility criteria first. In order to be eligible for the Israel Student Authority assistance, your status needs to be an Oleh Chadash, Katin Chozer, or Ezrach Oleh, and start studying within 3 years of your Aliyah date, not including Army or National Service. So if you made Aliyah and a year later you drafted into the Army or you did Shavut Lomi, we don't include that time in this count. So you just need to let us know that you did National Service or the Army, and we'll make sure that your eligibility is extended over these 3 years. And in order to do a bachelor's degree and receive our assistance, you need to start before your 27th birthday, and for a master's, before your 35th birthday. I will say that most master degree programs that we assist with are up to the age of 30. But because this is an academic integration program, we extended the age to 35 to give you more opportunities and to be able to receive our assistance, even if you're over the age of 30. And I will say that, we know that sometimes maybe you need a break during your studies. You feel like, maybe you want to, maybe you started too soon. So we do allow a break of up to 2 years in order to continue your eligibility after that break. So now I'll go back to this slide, the Matifet support system. So that was the eligibility criteria to receive our tuition assistance, but our assistance doesn't end with tuition, the money. We also want to make sure that you have a full support system during your studies. So our support system includes on-campus English speaker counselors that are there for you for anything you might need. And they'll plan social and cultural activities, trips around the country. This picture here is from a trip that our students took last year. We also have social workers and psychologists for those who feel the need for maybe some emotional support. We know that it's not always very easy to make Aliyah, to start studying in a new country and a new cultural environment. And we also offer academic assistance. So if you feel like you need academic support, so we offer private tutoring, we offer group tutoring, we offer vouchers for marathons, basic courses, and things like that. So really, it's important to us to know that you have the full support, not just with tuition, but with everything you may need. So that was about the actual assistance. And I wanted to talk a little bit about the process, which is very important that you know how from start to finish, how it works. So some of you might have seen our website, our mini site. Some of you might have not, but we have in the next slide, you'll be able to scan a QR code. So if you're interested in one of these programs, I know that some of you have already filled this out. You apply on the website. We have a form, an application form. And once we receive that application form, we at the Israel Student Authority, the first step would be to check your eligibility for our assistance. So you'd upload documents needed. And at the same time, your information will be sent to the Lowy International School at Tel Aviv University so that they can be in touch with you regarding the acceptance process. And once you are accepted by Tel Aviv University, you could submit an application for our tuition assistance and the rest of the assistance that we offer. But just so you know that this is how the process will work. And here is also my contact information down below. You can take a picture or a screenshot, and you'll see on the left is our website. There's a QR code, the link, and the application form. So you'd also need to upload your Teudat Zehut if you made Aliyah, if you haven't, your passport, a diploma from high school or your bachelor's degree, and a transcript if you have it. So that's it for now. Of course, that at the end, if there are any questions, we'd be happy to answer, and you can always be in touch with us as well. So David, that was
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Thank you, Avital. I just wanted to say that afterwards I'll send out a link to the recording to everyone who registered. I'll also pop in there a link to the mini site, your new mini site, which is really nice. It looks amazing.
Thank you
Okay,
for your help.
Oh, you're welcome. We actually, I don't know if you noticed, but we are about to print some new flyers specifically for these two new integration programs. I
Yeah.
saw the first draft today and they look really cool. So let me
Amazing.
just. Okay, so I'm going to tell you a bit about Tel Aviv University and the Lowy International School before we jump into details of the program. So I'm going to begin by playing a video. It's only just 1 minute 43 seconds that I think just sums up the learning experience here at Tel Aviv University that we call Taoism. Can you guys hear it?
No.
No, okay.
No.
I forgot. I thought I didn't press the share sound icon. There we go.
Tel Aviv University International, the only place in the world where you can study Taoism. What is Taoism? Well, it's a local philosophy that says the best way to study is through experience. Understand with your head, learn with your feet. The best way to study a multicultural society is to live in one. Be ready with your elevator pitch. You never know who you'll meet on campus. If you want to learn the best marketing strategies, just go to the local market. Reading about the startup nation? Write your own chapter. Study literature in the place that inspired the bestseller of all time. You can't resolve a conflict until you witness one. רוצים שינוי! רוצים שינוי! At TAU, there is always room for more questions and 400 labs to find the answers. Come experience the wisdom of Taoism at Tel Aviv University International, where first-class education meets a second-to-none lifestyle.
Great. Okay, so welcome to the session. So I think, the video just sums up our philosophy here, what Taoism is. And it's best explained that, you study best through experience. You learn with your head, you understand with your feet, and sometimes learning happens everywhere and sometimes when you least expect it. So when you come and study at Tel Aviv University, you don't just learn in a classroom, you learn in a campus, in a city, in a country. All of these things will transform you. And we call that Taoism. So this gives a good snapshot of Tel Aviv University. Listen, we're Israel's largest and most comprehensive institution of higher education. We have 30,000 total students and 2,000 plus are international, and they come from 100 plus countries from all over the world. We have one campus, 220 acres just north of downtown Tel Aviv. It's a big campus, 9 faculties. Each faculty has their own building and library. We truly are a multidisciplinary institution of academic excellence. As I said, 2,000 international students, and they come from all over the world. You saw in the video that we have 125 schools and departments, 400 labs. We have 130 research institutes, 3,500 projects annually, 15,000 international alumni, 1,000 senior faculty members, 1,400 affiliated physicians at 17 hospitals. This is a big, big institution. As I said, one big campus, also Israel's biggest campus. It was also voted Israel's most beautiful campus as well a couple of years ago. There's a sports center, there's 2 museums, there's galleries, there's 15 cafeterias, 5 libraries, all just 15 minutes from downtown Tel Aviv. So I won't go into all of them, but obviously we're very proud of our ranking, as befitting Israel's largest and most comprehensive institution of higher education. We're the #1 choice among Israeli students. We're a top 100 innovation university by Reuters. We're ranked 5th in the world for entrepreneurship, and we are the only non-US institution to make that top 10 list. So we're up there ranked alongside leading American institutions like Stanford, MIT, UC Berkeley, and Harvard. And the same with the we're in the top 10 of schools producing VC-backed founders. And again, the only non-US institution to make that top 10 list. Also ranked 8th for graduates establishing unicorn companies worth $1 billion. So you can also see through all of these rankings that business, entrepreneurship, innovation, it's very much part of our DNA. And also a couple of years ago, we set up the very first Equality and Diversity Commission, headed up by Professor Netta Ziv, and her remit is clear. It's to enhance equality and diversity among everyone on campus. 55% of the population on campus are women. So as I mentioned before, we're a big multidisciplinary institution of academic excellence, and our impact is felt large and wide. We have, a vast range of research and teaching fields that creates unique and fascinating connections between disciplines that are not traditionally connected to each other. And that alone provides infinite possibilities for academic creativity. One of the programs you're about to hear about is the BA in Management and Liberal Arts, 2 separate disciplines that are connected together. World-class faculty, 9 professors. Every year, our students perform over 300,000 hours of community service. And of course, we're in Tel Aviv, the wonderful Mediterranean city of Tel Aviv that we call home. I don't know how many of you actually live here in Tel Aviv, but it's a pulsating, vibrant city. It's Israel's cultural and commercial capital. It's been called the Mediterranean capital of cool by the New York Times. It's a non-stop city with amazing nightlife, cuisine, cultures. It's only second to New York in terms of sushi restaurants per capita. And it's also the #1 country per capita for dogs, the number of people that have dogs in Tel Aviv. So it's a city you can never stop exploring. I'm sure many of you have made Aliyah and you're living here in Tel Aviv. It's a wonderful, wonderful city to live in, to work in, to study in. Amazing beaches. The tagline of the city is non-stop discovery, and our tagline here at the International School is non-stop discovery. So very proud of our Tel Aviv roots. Just a quick snapshot of some key alumni. These are people that are alumni from Tel Aviv University that are making an impact in their respective fields. I mentioned earlier about our rankings in business and entrepreneurship and innovation, and you can see that reflected here with people from Mobileye, from Waze, from Google, from Facebook, but also other people that you may not have heard of, like Yotam Ottolenghi, who's a very famous Israeli chef and author. You have Professor Anit Sachi, who developed a new way to treat and prevent melanoma through a nano vaccine. So, we hope that, you come and join us, you'll be successful and make an impact in your region and your area of expertise and help fly the flag for Tel Aviv University and Israel as well. Obviously, we also have funding options as well. So we have our own funding scholarship schemes, and many students take advantage of all of the different types of funding that they can get from the Students' Authority, from MASA, from ourselves as well. So there's lots of options that you should definitely explore. We have them all listed on our website, the scholarships that we offer, as well as external scholarships as well. So you should be able to find that studying with us, it's very affordable. The link is there, but I'll put that onto the email afterwards so everybody can see it. Okay, I think Avital mentioned the Ma'atefet. We also have our own student life team as well. That will be part of that same team. We call them the Madrichim. And if you've learned Hebrew or about to learn Hebrew, that means guide or counselor. And I think they're one of the next best things about coming to study with us after the academic side, the academic programs. They're there to give you a nice soft landing. They're all Israeli students. They're all post-army. They're studying their first or second degree with us. And they're available 24/7 for any issues of support that you have. Like Avital mentioned, they'll also take you off on day trips in Tel Aviv and overnight trips with all the other international students as well. So you'll get to meet all of them. They live in the dorms with our students. What we try and do in the dorm is keep all of our international students together, but at the same time, you're surrounded by Israeli students as well, including the Madrochim. So we like to think that you get the best of both worlds. And this sense of community, I think, extends through into the dorms as well. So Avital mentioned housing assistance. We also have dorms literally on campus. You can see some pictures here. They all have security. You can live on your own in a studio apartment or a one-bed apartment, or you can share an apartment with someone else. They have kitchens, laundry rooms, chill-out rooms, social rooms, study rooms, a small gym, laundry facilities, and everything that you need. The entire area just around about us in Ramat Aviv, you have 2 shopping centers, a post office, doctor's office, everything that you need is here. And all just a quick, 15, 20-minute bus ride from central Tel Aviv. Okay, so that's a bit about the university on a sort of more macro level. I'll now jump in and tell you just a little bit, not too much, unfortunately, because the program director wasn't able to come today, Louise. But I will say that when I send the email out, I'll send a link to her Calendly. If you do want to book a call with her, she'd be happy to have a chat with anybody and talk in more detail about the program and the admissions and the curriculum. Okay. So the BA in Management and Liberal Arts, this is a new program, or relatively new. It started 2 years ago after being run here in Hebrew successfully for a number of years. It's a 3-year program that combines both management and liberal arts. And the idea is for future business people and entrepreneurships to give you, not just the traditional business and management brain, but also to give you a bit of different way of thinking through the liberal arts and the humanities courses. And also our campus is ideal for this kind of program because we're surrounded by almost 3,000 startups. Plus, we have our own entrepreneurship center and 2 venture firms on campus. So it's very much a unique opportunity to come and to study business and entrepreneurship in Israel. And I think it's difficult to compete with anywhere else in the world, really, with this kind of setup. So I won't go into all of them because I think I mentioned a few of these as well, but there's something that Louise likes to highlight as well, that we're ranked, 5th for entrepreneurship, 7th for worldwide student-founded unicorns. It's a top 100 management school, the School of Business, the Recanati School. They have 4 business and entrepreneurship student clubs. There are 3 weekly events on campus, and also 2 annual conference weeks, so Cyber Week and Artificial Intelligence Week. But those 3 weekly events, they're either in the College School of Management or the Entrepreneurship Center, or with TAU Ventures. So this program, it's taken a more 360-degree holistic academic approach. So it's about making you feel an important part of your community, make sure you're seen. They try to personalize things as much as possible. So first of all, students are co-creators of your academic experience. In each of the management courses, you have a chance to choose a specific topic and you get to specialize it. We also have program actualists, coming from the word actuality. And these are students who take their passions and share them with the groups through activities and initiatives. For example, they've had students who are very passionate about volunteering, and they've had volunteering actualists who've actually organized volunteering activities for students throughout the year. Also, if you are an actualist, you can also qualify for a scholarship of up to $1,500 from us. They also offer, during the program, workshops that focus on career management, and these are done in collaboration with the Career Center. If you look at the right-hand side, you'll see a lot of the things I mentioned before, such as student clubs, semester abroad, internships, etc. There's also a possibility maybe to take classes from the honours program to potentially continue on to do a graduate degree in the future and get credit for that. Okay, so you study, first of all, just jump straight into the curriculum. You study in parallel to the liberal arts, management. The 2 faculties are actually next door to each other on campus. That's also very useful. So in the first year, you do an introductory of more broad spectrum courses in the liberal arts. The last 2 are in business. And the purpose of these introductory courses in the liberal arts is to, for you to explore as many fields as possible. So when you come to choose from these tracks in year 2, the choice is done in the 2nd semester of the first year. So you'll have a more specific idea then of what you like or what you don't like. You don't get to pick blindly. We have our own academic advisors. They will help you build your schedule and make sure it's not too tight and it's not too loose. So you'll choose 2 tracks and take specific courses in these 2 tracks in years 2 and 3. At the same time, in the management part in years 2 and 3, you take more advanced specializing courses, for example, finance, accounting, marketing, together with the entrepreneurship courses such as creativity and startup law, etc. In year 3, they call that the year of making it happen, although this is the year you actually transfer, I think, to the Hebrew Talk program, if not before. But the program is run program in Hebrew as it is in English. So this is where you have the choice to, talk about internships, students that are more proactive and take part in the different activities on campus, like I mentioned earlier. They manage to find their own internships already, usually during the first year. When the program first started in 2022, in the fall, before the end of the semester, we had about 6 students already found internships with startup companies or other organizations through events and networking on campus. So like I said earlier, you have opportunities connecting again to the same topic of, personalization and professional growth. You'll be joining a multinational classroom, but because classes are capped at relatively boutique numbers, you get personalized and attentive attention to care. You have an expert and committed support team, which includes the coordinators, the program directors, us at the Lowy International School. Everyone is here to support you. We have over 2,000 international students here, including Olim Chadashim, and we get to know all of them very, very well. They do very much become part of the family. There's lots of extracurricular activities, sports center. They offer a discounted menu, discounted subscription for students, student clubs, plus all the activities that the actualists actually organize. You can also have the opportunity to take part in the 2 annual weeks on campus, Artificial Intelligence, Cyber Week. And yeah, if you join the program, then you become a member of a very vibrant and active community of 200,000 strong, a substantial and influential network of change makers. Okay, I'm just going to quickly finish to say that the application requirements, I think Avital went through the process there for applying for their assistance as well. I won't go into this in too much detail because this is Louise's area, but what I'm going to do afterwards, like I said, I'll send you a link to Louise's Calendly if you do want to book a call with her. She can run through the actual application requirements and the application process. The requirements are listed here. The process is relatively, I don't believe it's any different for the Olim integration programs yet. It's still the same process that you apply via us and via our internal portal system as well. But very easy. And once you upload all your documentation, they usually give you an answer pretty quick. And they look at the entire, so they'll look at, there might obviously be interviews as part of the application process as well. So they do look at the entire holistic experience. The tuition is there. The housing is what we recommend you to budget for housing as well. We don't do meal plans here at Tel Aviv University, unfortunately, but all of the dorms have kitchens that you can cook food in. There's lots of food options on campus. The food on campus it's a little bit cheaper than central Tel Aviv, not by much, but you do have a couple of places that will give a discounted meal for students. And also, like I mentioned, also many of our scholarships as well that many students take in conjunction with assistance from the Students' Authority. And I hope I did the program justice. I don't actually work with that program, so this is what I was able to get from Louise today, although I've worked with her extensively in the past, so I do know quite a bit. But I will include her contact details and a link to her Calendly afterwards as well, so I do recommend if you do want to find out more about the program, book a call with Louise and she'll run through the entire program and answer any questions that you have on.
No, you're about to learn about.
Okay, Kate, you're up next, the MA in TESOL.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Kate, and I'm leading and coordinating the MA teaching program. So actually, this is, I must say, a very special program, like a gate to the job opportunities in Israel. One of those programs that gives you not just an MA in the field, but also an opportunity to establish contacts in the educational system of the country. I need to say that currently there is a demand for teachers throughout the country, and I think this is the time where this kind of job is really needed. And I believe if you take this academic journey, you will see that it's really challenging and rewarding here in Israel. So if you decide to take an MA, let me share our website for the program. If you are not a teacher, it's not a problem. We don't need your background in the teaching field. If you are a teacher and you already have your professional experience in teaching, this is a great advantage, definitely. So if you are new to the field or if you have experience, it's both ways. You can enter We don't have a specific requirement for you to add to this program. The requirements are
Kate,
quite
can
standard.
anybody else hear the?
I can
I
show
think
it
it's.
here.
We cannot hear
The
anything.
We're losing you, Kate. It
would
said
be
Kate's bandwidth is low. I think we're losing you a bit.
Need your bachelor degree, GPA of at least 3. Sorry. Okay, let me check. Perhaps that's the video back. Just a second.
We can see you.
Okay.
Are you in the office? Because I know you've had internet difficulties in our office today.
No, I'm not there,
Yeah.
but I believe it's the same issue here. So can you hear me now?
We can hear you, but yes, and your picture is it's okay. It's not frozen, but it's a bit sluggish. Okay.
Can you follow me by voice? Is it okay? It's not interrupted?
At the moment, it's okay.
Perfect. So let me continue like that, and then I will try to switch back to the website. And I think we will try. Just let me know if there's something wrong. So the main thing I'd like to highlight is that the program MA TESOL gives you not just the academic journey of special courses for teaching, but also teaching component, and start teaching during the program. We have an academic director who is talking to you and giving you a personal route of schools or high-level education where you can implement your educational skills. You can try teaching, and this will be counted as a course as well. This is a great advantage. Thank you, David. You are sharing the screen, right?
Yes, it's because I think you can't share it. So I thought if I share it,
second,
I can go through.
Great. So secondly, our program is not a big one, so it means the group of students usually allows us having a very intensive kind of educational journey. You will have support from a very unique team of teachers, instructors, well-known. You will have to write papers, not exams, so you will be always on a kind of project journey. So the year is divided into 3 semesters. The second and the third semesters include the practicum component, and finally you give a final task which allows you to graduate, having the final tasks related to the courses and components that you had during the program. I need to highlight that previously we didn't have this special combination of having the teaching certificate as a second year. Usually our students graduate with MA, and then they had to go and get their teaching certificate specifically for Israel, not in Tel Aviv University. Now this is a lucky chance for our students finally proceed further and take a second year with the teaching certificate here and get both MA and teaching certificate, which will allow you both having the degree and the job opportunities after the program. Mainly, I think if you are seriously thinking of integrating in the country, giving the best that you can in tuition, in teaching, this is one of the best gates for you. And if you'd like to know more, if you want to have detailed information about the program, I will be happy to guide you step by step. You need to contact me. You can see, David, can you show the email information? Please, you're free to write me. We can have an appointment or we can have a phone call. So I will tell you which things are needed to go and proceed to the application process. The applications are open now, so even tomorrow, you're welcome to write and contact me. I believe if you have questions, please give them in the message. I will be able to see and answer you here.
Wonderful. Okay. Thank you, Kate. I did put Kate's contact details here, but don't worry about trying to copy it. I'll put them on the email that we'll send out to everyone afterwards as well. I think this is a great program as well, the TESOL program. It's one of our babies. It's been here for, I think, way back when we first started. I also mentioned about Taoism at the very beginning, about when you come to study with us, you don't just study in a classroom. You study through experience. Louisa's program obviously has all of the entrepreneurship and the business side of it through the student clubs, the events on campus, potentially the study abroad semester as well. And then Kate's program actually includes the teaching certificates. You actually get to go out and actually teach in the high school system here, which I think there's no other program I think that would give you that breadth and that level of experience here. So thank you very much, Kate. You're open for
Thank you,
applications.
David. I'm sorry, David. I wanted just to have a little sentence on top. The program is unique also because of the schedule that allows both exploring the city and having the actual university life, as it is run on 3 days per week, mainly Mondays and Wednesdays are the main days. And several times per month, you have Thursday as an asynchronous type of learning. So it means you will have plenty time to do other things, to do the training, to explore the city. Actually, I think this is a really unique experience, and you will be really happy to then have granted with teaching certificates and with MA in your hands. Thanks.
You're welcome. Thank you, Kate. Kate, just a quick question. Are you going to be here on the 23rd for the Yom Patuach?
I'm trying my best to show, yes, my time to be here on the open day.
Okay. Just let everyone know, because Kate, if not Kate, I think Ilana will be. She normally is every year. So on the 23rd of February, we have the on-campus Yom Patuach, the open day. The entire campus is open for everyone to come to meet all of them, not just our programs, all of the programs across all faculties. I will put that in the email afterwards as well. So I'll be there. Louise will be there from the BA in Management and Liberal Arts. If Kate won't be there, normally one of the professors or heads of the programs usually is, and they'll be happy for you to come and see campus. You can have a tour of campus. You can get to meet the faculty heads, the program heads, get to find out more about these programs. It's on Friday, the 23rd of February. We do it every year in February. Wonderful. Thank you, Kate. Okay. Questions, guys?